Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about Star Wars Legion in 2023. What is coming? What can we look forward to? And what can we be hyped about? And all of these things that we know of that are coming in 2023. And of course, possibly even more stuff coming than we even know about. If you guys are new here to the channel, we do giveaways all the time. We currently have a lightsaber giveaway that's running through New Year's. You have time left to enter to win that if you're interested. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. Also, we do giveaways all the time. We've got great family-friendly Discord I'd love for you guys to check out. Social media links, all that good stuff are in the video description below. So if you like Star Wars gaming, and you're interested in more, click that subscribe button, click the bell for alerts, check some of the links in the description below, in the video description, and head over to Crabbok.com too. Also, you can get that free Legion AI expansion. That is certainly a pretty cool one. Also want to thank today's sponsor, Luxury Playstyle, for making these amazing full metal tokens. Amazing tokens. They're double-sided. They're gorgeous. You're going to love them. You're going to save 15% if you use code Crabbok VIP. So don't forget to use that code. Head on over there and check out they're fantastic tokens. They're gorgeous. They're gonna make you want to play your games more. And if you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas, now's the perfect time to go ahead and reward yourself with some of these awesome tokens. So head over and check them out. Plus, they have tokens compatible with like X-Wing and Magic the Gathering and other games too, so you can get like a bunch of extra stuff. It's very cool. All right, so Star Wars Legion, we've got a lineup for 2023 already. They've been teasing a lot of stuff. There's definitely a lot more minis that are coming, and of course, we have Shatterpoint also coming. And I think a lot of people were a little worried about Legion because Shatterpoint is going to be starting to get a lot of news here in the next couple of weeks. January is just around the corner, and a lot of Shatterpoint news is probably going to be center stage as far as AMG. Again, Adepticon is coming up. They're going to be unveiling Shatterpoint there, and so I think a lot of people were worried that Legion wasn't going to have much stuff. So I want to talk about the first thing on our list, which is the new rules are coming out January 16th. And that's a big deal for Star Wars Legion. We've already gotten 4 previews, and again, you can check some of the links over like on this side of the video when the video is over or almost over. There's going to be some links for previous like other rules and stuff like that. So if you haven't already seen them, you can check them out there. But we've already seen some of the previews for these rules with things like how line of sight is going to work, how movement is going to work in climbing, and the elimination of clambering, and the ability to pass. And a lot of these rules seem kind of small, but some of them seem well received. Some of them might take a little more getting used to, but overall, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a sweeping change. But it does seem like it's significant. A significant change. But one thing that we know for sure is that there's a lot of rules that didn't get included in their previews, and there's a lot of questions that players really have that they want to dig deeper into this rulebook and to this new like cohesive rulebook and what that is actually going to mean. It also could mean, and here we're going to get into a little speculation here, but it could also mean that we will see new core sets or new Battle Force boxes with like the completed and new versions of the rulebook in them. That's a possibility. Of course, they haven't said that they're going to release this directly for a physical product. The idea is that they wanted to have a single PDF that's more of a comprehensive rule book that isn't, outdated like a lot of the other stuff. So that's a big thing that's coming in January, and that's coming the 16th is when they're aiming for that. Not long after that, we're going to be getting some more miniatures. We're going to be getting previews, by the way, all year long. Maybe not every single day of the year, but we're going to be starting to get previews for Gideon and the Dark Troopers. That will probably be coming in January as well. I would imagine probably not long after January 16th, we'll be getting some very detailed previews, giving us more information than we already have, especially about Moff Gideon and what his unit card might look like. And some of the other command cards we haven't seen, as well as some of the missing upgrades from the Dark Troopers, because there's definitely very juicy information that we're not seeing just yet, and all of this is supposed to be coming out in February. So one of the patterns that we've sometimes seen is that after rules changes come out, they're very quick to surprise you with something shiny. And because inevitably, whether or not these rule changes are perceived positively or negatively, they're not gonna make everybody happy. A lot of people naturally kind of resist change, so I would imagine starting not long after the 16th, when the new rules come out, we're going to see more of the previews roll out to give us some really fun stuff. And we may even see previews for some of the other miniatures that are confirmed that are supposed to be coming out this year. Specifically, more formal images of Ahsoka and Asajj Ventress, which are also confirmed and are coming out, as well as Cody. We haven't seen enough. We haven't seen a full preview on the Cody expansion with Waxer and Boyle either. And so again, there's lots and lots of empty like SKU numbers, product numbers, that we don't know what they go to yet. But those are some of the ones that are confirmed, and there's probably some more that aren't confirmed yet that we're probably just waiting to see. Maybe even some that will likely have heavy interactions with the new rules changes. So that's one thing to expect. Not long after February, though, we're going to be moving into March, where, of course, we talked about Adepticon being the place where Shatterpoint is going to be unveiled, but also Worlds for Legion is going to be in 2023. This is a big deal. It's a world championship. Of course, big tournaments also help push the meta, or help establish where the meta is. And these things can lead towards, points adjustments and balance changes, and possibly even errata in some cases. And so that'll be I think this one will be a really good tournament to watch, because we will be seeing the game the first time on a really large, on this kind of a scale. After the new rules, and after all the points changes, and also after Gideon and the Dark Troopers, and maybe anything else that happens to come out by then. I don't think we'll see Ahsoka and Asajj before Adepticon, although maybe we'll see. I don't know. I don't think those have official launch dates yet, so that could be anybody's guess right about now. But Adepticon is going to be a pretty big deal. And then, of course, there's one other really big thing that we know of so far planned for 2023, and that's going to be the Ewoks. The Ewoks are a bit of a wild card, because we don't know a whole lot of what to expect from the Ewoks. We do know that they're going to be a battle force. They're going to be a rebel usable battle force, and they've also indicated that Ewoks will be playable kind of outside of the battle force. Like, you might be able to run like a single Ewok unit with a normal rebel build and stuff. So we don't know much about all the battle force details, but we do know that they seem to have like two basic unit types. They have like a more of a melee and more of a slinged or slightly ranged. Like, so basically think of like spears and slings. Right, or arrow, so ranged and melee options. They also have some kind of trapper unit that is going to somehow function with building traps, or maybe even interact with terrain. And then, of course, we have, I believe, Logray and Wicket. So we're going to have like a healer and maybe an operative. And then there's room for lots of other, like Chief Chirpa or any of the other characters to show up. That are like named Ewoks. Although I think a lot of people probably couldn't name too many named Ewoks, but I know you Ewok fans out there probably know all of them, even down to the Wilford Brimley movies. But yeah, so Ewoks are coming, and this is a battle force that was I have very little idea what to expect. I'll admit I'm kind of on the fence with Ewoks, because like I loved Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi's anniversary is coming up. What is this, like the 30th anniversary of Return of the Jedi is next year, or this year, depending on when you're watching it, but in 2023. Really hoping to see more Return of the Jedi stuff for all of our Star Wars games, but Ewoks were like controversial once upon a time. I never had any problem with Ewoks, but at the same time, they don't strike me as something that I really want to play as. I probably wouldn't mind hunting Ewoks, but I'm afraid they're gonna make them a little too powerful. And I think the reason the Ewoks were so strong is because they had the home field advantage. Like, I don't think if you bring Ewoks to Hoth, that they're going to do very well. I don't think if you bring Ewoks to Tatooine, they're going to do very well. So I'm curious how that's going to reflect in their units and their play styles. So it'll be really interesting. Of course, it's not always, you can't always make everything match thematically perfectly, but I'm just very curious if they're going to feel out of place or overpowered or underpowered or anything. We really have seen no real previews. But one thing we do know about the Ewoks is that they're going to have, we have some general ideas, like they're generally not too good against vehicles. They're better against troops. They kind of struggle against armor. I would expect like no impact on these guys. But to make up for that, they're supposed to be getting an ATST that represents Chewbacca kind of commandeering an Imperial ATST. It's like straight from the movies. Now, I don't know if they'll be able to commandeer anything else, or if they can only commandeer a Chewbacca ATST. And if they start with it, or if they have to like take one, But apparently there'll be like a unit card for that. I don't think there's a special model for that, but I would not be surprised to see like all the little STL like companies come out with like a little Chewy bust that kind of goes on the top of your ATST. I expect that to definitely be a thing. And I think that'll be kind of fun, which also seems to indicate that Chewbacca will be playable in the Ewok Battle Force, and it makes me wonder who else will be playable with Ewoks. Will we be able to use potentially other Wookiees? Because I feel like Wookiees and Ewoks would be a nice team up, and if they're going to do anything other, any other Battle Force related stuff. We do know that in addition to the Ewok Battle Force, that Moff Gideon and the Dark Troopers are also getting a Battle Force. The Imperial Remnant Battle Force is coming. So that's already 2 Battle Forces, but it also leaves the door open for, hey, well, if we're getting a Rebel Battle Force here and an Imperial Battle Force there, are we going to be also seeing other Clone Wars Battle Forces? Are we going to see like Wolfpack for clones? Or are we going to see, like Techno Union or something like that for, for Separatists or any kind of that stuff, or Bad Batch, or a lot of stuff like that. Again, there's speculation that I could make all day, because I think there's plenty of room for speculation on what's coming for Legion in 2023. But those are pretty much the things that are locked in, that we have like hard spoilers on. There's lots of other things that I think are likely. We're seeing a lot of more Star Wars media show up, and things that have been out long enough to show up in game. Possibly more stuff from The Mandalorian could be coming. Possibly more stuff from other Disney Plus series. Possibly other stuff from video games. I mean, we've already got Ida and Versio in the game, so Battlefront is certainly there. What about Fallen Order? Could we get Cal Kestis in this game? I think that's been out long enough where it's definitely viable to get more Rebel Jedi in the game. Of course, with Ahsoka coming so close to Rebels first, then they did say that Gar will get Ahsoka eventually, so the Republic will eventually have the kid version of Ahsoka, but they wanted to do her for the Rebels first, and I feel like that's fine. That makes some sense. I know a lot of us really want to see the rest of the Ghost crew. We're seeing, this is again the Ahsoka that we're going to be getting in Legion represents Ahsoka, or the Fulcrum Ahsoka, as she appeared in Star Wars Rebels. And so if she's meant to indicate that, that's basically another character from Rebels, and I'm down. We've got Kallus, we've got Sabine, and we're gonna have Ahsoka. I'm like, okay, we are like Sabine's like a core character. Kallus and Ahsoka were kind of like side characters, but like where's Kanan and Ezra? Where's the Inquisitors? Where's Hera and Chopper? Where's Hera and Chopper? Where's Zeb? There are characters. Where's Grand Admiral Thrawn? There's characters that we want to see that I'm really looking forward to. So that's some of the stuff we're going to be seeing in Legion, and I'm excited. Let me know what you guys want to see in 2023, or alternatively, let me know what you are most excited about that's confirmed that's coming in 2023. I want to hear it. Let me know in the comments below. You can also join our Discord and keep the discussion going there. And that is going to do it for today's video. I want to thank my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and help make this channel possible. So thank you for your continued support. I will talk to you guys later. May the Force be with you. Be excellent to each other. Have a great day. And Hakuna Matata. You can't take the sky from me. Always wash your socks. And auga!